April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and as much as we don't like thinking about it, there are children who have survived that violence. I'm here to talk about this month and how it can help child survivors with Greg Collins, who's the Executive Director of North Star Child Advocacy. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So this is a very important topic, and I think the very first thing that we should, highlight is how can this month help survivors cope with their history?
Well, I think mostly what I like to look at with this month is it's not just another month or a significant month for us. They're every month for us. What does child abuse really mean? Well, child abuse has become a little bit desensitized. Child abuse, as they come through the doors of our center, could be the child that is covered in mud and caked with dirt that's been there for a long time. It could be the lice that's visible on their head. It could be the child that's been beaten, hung from the rafters and beaten. When it gets into the more serious stuff, as it often does, you're talking about a biological parent having sex with their own child, and that's sometimes male on male, and it's kind of evil, honestly, and people don't like to talk about it, and they cringe. They turn their head away when the fact is that 1 out of every 10 kids in West Virginia is abused. So it's happening a lot more here in the Valley. When you see these blue pinwheels, it's not a decoration or an ornament. We're not celebrating anything other than the awareness part of it. The child abuse that's taken place here comes in many shapes and sizes. We have parents that are addicted to drugs. We have moms who move pedophiles in their homes to pay their drug addiction and their rent, and therefore they pimp out their own children to this pedophile to get that done. And some of the things that we hear are distasteful. They're evil, but there's kids going through this every day. So what my push has always been since I've been here is to let's pull the curtain back on this and look at it for what it really is, and stop talking about it in generalities. Let's talk about the stuff that's that'll make you lose sleep.
And I know you mentioned the pinwheels, and we also had you and Sharon Anderson on to talk about the High Five campaign. Are those some of the things you're doing this month to help raise awareness and bring up that conversation?
Yeah, April's a really busy month for us, and it's because of that, and that's great that it's busy for us. But the High Five Drive is, we have another week or so left in it, and we've probably already exceeded our goal, which is amazing, and it's attributed to Williamstown Bank totally. Their team has been nothing short of amazing, and it's not just a drive and them raising funds for us, but what it is when you see it is their commitment to our mission. And they want to, they've all been told about, here's the specifics, and I've got a little deeper than I have with us this morning about the brutality of what we see. And they have all bought in, and they are just so ramped up to help us help these children. So that's what's beautiful about this project.
Well, it seems like you guys have a lot on your plate for this month and every month at that to keep our children safe. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming on and sharing just a little insight into this issue and how people can kind of help out. And we're going to have all that information in our online article. So if you yourself are struggling or are experiencing this violence, or if you know somebody who is, we'll give you those resources to help out there. But we're going to have more coming up after this break.